Is it really a sex free-for-all at uni? It's very ambitious, but you've got to dream big in this world, and if they don't respect that, then why are you hanging around with them? To be honest, Freshers Week was probably the worst part of my university experience. Hey everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ella, and in today's video we are going to be doing a university Q&A. Now, because I figured this was a super chill video, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to throw my hair up into a low bun, whack a hoodie on, and we're just going to have like a chill chat. I've got myself a little hot chocolate because I thought, you know what, I just want to have these cozy vibes. So make sure you grab yourself a cup of something, get yourself a blanket, get all cozy, and let's chat about university. Just before we get into this video, don't forget to smash a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the little family that we've got going on here. I would love to have you. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So I've got a whole range of questions here. I've got everything from freshers to like my own personal experience, just a whole range of stuff, and we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna answer all of your questions and put all of your minds at ease, and it's gonna be a fun time. So first question, is it really a sex free-for-all at uni? Honestly, it really depends who you ask. Yes, there is a lot of sex taking place at university, but then there is a lot of sex taking place everywhere. I mean, it's not like in your face, it's not like you literally can't go about your day without seeing two people at it, but it does happen. And yeah, I mean, when you put lots of young people in a very small space, like in halls for example, it's bound to happen. Do you know what I mean? So say no more really, this just is what it is. What are your goals for third year? This is a good question that I like very much. So I've got a whole range of goals for lots of different things. So my first goal for YouTube would be, this is quite a big goal, and I'm, you know, it's very ambitious, but you've got to dream big in this world. So I'm hoping to get to 10,000 subscribers by the time I graduate. That probably sounds like a really big number. Now I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, But do you know what? You've got to dream big in this world. You'll never get big things if you don't dream for big things. So 10,000 subscribers by the time I graduate. Obviously, I would love to get a first in my degree. Gonna put it out into the world. I would love to get a first in my degree. As some of you may know, I'm head of news at my student television station called NSTV. And every year they have this student television awards thing. It's called the NASTAs, and I would love to win a NASTA for one of my news shows. I'm just going to put it out into the world. I'd also like to get my words published somewhere, so you know, in something that isn't my student magazine. I'd quite like to get published in like an actual distinguished publication somewhere. I want to be a journalist. I don't know how many of you know that. I would also really like to buy a car. Dream car at this point in my life is a white Ford Fiesta. And kind of more like a personal goal, I would absolutely love to completely be over my breakup. I would say I'm doing pretty well right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm living my best life, I really am. But I'm not completely over the breakup, you know, it only happened 2.5 months ago, so by the time I graduate, which is a long time away, I would love to be completely healed and living my best single life. So yeah, they are my goals for third year. Thank you for asking. So there's lots of questions about like how to make friends at uni, and I did actually just upload a video called How to Make Friends at University 2020. So if you are one of those people asking those questions, then I will leave a link to that video in the description, or on one of those like card things in the corner. You can click on that and watch that video, because I went into depth on that question, because a lot of people have been asking me that. Okay, next question. With drug culture, what should you say to someone who tries to pressure you? Truthfully, if you do not want to do drugs, if you do not want to partake in any of that kind of culture, then just be very, very firm. Nobody should be pressuring you. First of all, you should not be hanging out with anyone who pressures you to do anything, especially drugs. But I would just be very firm, and I'd just be like, I'm not doing it. It's not for me, that's not me. Be like, you can do what you want, that's fine, but I don't want to do it. And if they don't respect that, then why are you hanging around with them? I'm sorry, that is brutal honesty. You shouldn't be hanging around with anyone who pressures you to do drugs. Like, that is just crazy. And to be honest, any decent human being would respect that. So next question, do you go out every night during freshers? If you don't, will you miss out on opportunities? I personally didn't go out every single night during freshers. I did go out quite a few nights. Don't feel like there is a pressure to go out every single night, guys. Like, I know it feels like, you know, if you don't, you probably won't make friends, but that's not true. I would just say you probably will find yourself going out more than usual, more than you might want to during Freshers Week, just because that is when everyone's making friends. Don't feel like you have to though, guys. Like, there are so many other opportunities to make friends. You don't have to go out clubbing well, this year I guess it won't be clubbing, but you don't have to go out to bars or, you know, whatever freshness events they've got on that involve drinking. There are so many events that don't involve that, so you don't have to do that if you don't want to. But I personally did go out for quite a few of them. I was honestly so exhausted throughout the whole of Freshers Week though, I'm not gonna lie. And can I just say, like, for those of you that are worried that, like, you know, their experience at uni isn't gonna be, you know, as good because you can't club during Freshers Week, honestly, like, the best part of my university experience is not Freshers Week. In fact, I would probably say, to be honest, Freshers Week was probably the worst part of my university experience. Or not because of the university or because of the events or anything like that. It was more like I was just so tired, and I'm not like the biggest clubbing person. Like, I do love clubbing, I love going out with my friends, I love having a dance, I love having a boogie, but in terms of like the social side of it, like constantly meeting people and constantly being social, I just found that too much for me personally. Okay, so next question, where to access mental health services urgently in emergency any time of the night? So you actually have a lot of different avenues to go down in terms of mental health. Obviously I can only speak in terms of the University of Nottingham, and I might not cover everything in this video, so if I don't cover everything I will obviously disclose it somewhere on the screen, but I will try and cover as much as I can. So I know for a fact there is a charity called Nightline, which basically means that at any point during the night you are able to call them and talk about how you're feeling, or if it's an emergency they will help you deal with that. So our university personally does have a counselling service. You can also obviously go to the doctors if you want to. So yeah, there are so many avenues for you to go down if you feel like you need any kind of help. Okay, so managing time between job, social and uni life. Honestly, at this point I've become a master at managing my time at uni because I do so many different things, and I would be happy to do a whole video on this if you guys want me to, so let me know down below if you want me to make that video, and I will absolutely make it because I have a lot of different things going on in my life. So the two main bits of advice I've got for you is to stay organised and know your priorities. So I always use my planner, I always use Google Calendar, I love a to-do list. I just always know like the things that I need to be at and I need to do, things that I should do and the things that I could do. That's actually how my to-do lists are laid out. It's like a must do, could do, should do situation, and that honestly helps me so much, knowing what actually needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done right now. In terms of actually like being places, I would just not be over ambitious. Like, I mean, it's so rich coming from me, but for example, I have a part-time job, so I work 2 shifts at a bar every week whilst I'm at uni. Obviously I have my degree, I have reading outside of my degree, I have my YouTube channel where I upload 3 times a week, and I will now have NSTV where I will be uploading content for them. Make sure that you are sleeping and that you are eating, and also a lot of coffee, you know, that's gets me through. Also social life, you know, make sure you have a social life, because otherwise you're just gonna get burnt out and you're not gonna be motivated to do your work. So yeah, I could write a whole book on managing my time, honestly, I'm not even lying. How is the workload at uni? Do you have to make notes and flashcards for every lecture and seminar? So nobody is going to make you make notes for anything. If you wanted to, you could rock up to every lecture and seminar with nothing, not taking notes for anything, and honestly no one is going to say anything to you. You don't have to do anything. The university aren't going to make you do anything, but I would actually advise taking notes for lectures and seminars personally. You got to bear in mind that you will be able to access all of the lecture material online, so when you're actually there at a lecture, I would say to try and write down what the lecturer is saying as opposed to what's on the board, because you can access that at any time. You can take screenshots from the PowerPoint and slam it straight onto Microsoft Word and it's already there. So I wouldn't spend your time writing down what's on the board. I would listen to what the lecturer is actually saying and get that down instead, because actually most times it's what they're saying that is explaining the slides, and so if you look back on your notes and don't understand, then you're going to be better off writing down what the lecturer is actually saying, if that makes sense. But I am going to be doing a video on how I take my lecture notes and seminar notes very, very soon, so look out for that. Okay, tips for cooking in 2nd year. I got you, girl. So I actually do cook a lot at uni, and my housemates can vouch for me here. I do cook from scratch actually a lot of the time, because 1, the food is most times nicer, 2, it's cheaper, 3, it's better for you. The thing is, right, buying oven meals, microwave meals, freezer meals is all well and good, but the problem is that your body is going to get run down. You're not going to be having the nutrition that you need, and honestly you're probably going to be spending more money, especially if you're getting takeaways and stuff. I would actually recommend getting a good little cookbook for yourself. So I'm going to show you some of my faves whilst we're here. Okay, so I have actually just realised that I have actually left most of my cookbooks at uni. Rookie mistake, but I do have one of them. This is one of my favourite cookbooks of all time. It's Pinch of Nom. If you know about Pinch of Nom, you know about Pinch of Nom. This is one of the best things of my life. Okay, I'm not even lying. It's like one of the best cookbooks I've ever read in my whole life, because it is all about it. They're all healthy meals, but they're all like nice meals. So they do like, so they're meant to be like slimming homestyle recipes. But genuinely they're actually just it's actually just really nice food. Like, I'm not even just saying that, like I would make this regardless of whether the fact I'm trying to cut down or not, and it's all really cheap as well, and I just couldn't recommend this enough. So Pinch of Nom by Kate Allinson and Kay Featherstone. Best book. Sick book. Do you prefer chill out or going to the pub when you're in uni? Do you mean like having nights in, or going to the pub, or going out? Okay, well I'm going to tell you all of the above. So I love going to bars. My best thing in the whole world, like my happy place is going to a cute bar, sat with my cocktail, preferably a porn star martini, best cocktail in the world, all dressed up, chatting to my friends. That is like my ideal night out. I love those kind of nights out. Don't get me wrong, I also love a boogie in a club, but it depends what music and what club. I'm not the biggest fan of the pub, I'm going to say it right now. Never been a fan of the pub. Every time I've gone to the pub, I've just been a bit like, meh, not bothered. I need some music and company and cute outfits. That's a bit of me. Pub isn't really me. But I do love a night in. I love a night in as well. I really do love a cozy night in, watching Netflix, or even just like a chill night in with my housemates, just drinking and socialising. Like, I love that as well. So yeah, the only thing I don't really like is going to the pub, funny enough. And finally, let's finish on a high. What are you most excited for this year? So many things. So many things. Honestly, I was just talking to my parents and I feel so blessed at this point in my life. Like, honestly, some of the things that are happening in my life right now, I could have only dreamed about a few months ago. Like, seriously, I could have only dreamed about a few months ago. And that's only months, you know? Like, there's some goals that I set last year that I thought were going to be like a 5-year goal, and now I'm here and I'm like, oh well, that's happening now, and it's just like absolutely crazy. And I'm going into my 3rd year at university, single, living my best life, to be completely honest, single and happy. I'm just so excited. Like, you know, we've got a new housemate living with us this year. Maybe you'll meet her at some point, maybe you won't, we'll see. And I don't actually know, have you guys ever met my housemates on the vlog? I'm gonna have to ask them to get in a video now I've said this. I might ask my housemates if they want to film a video with me. Maybe we could do a challenge or something. Oh my god, I'm gonna ask them, and they might say no. If you're watching this, guys, let me know if you want to do that, because I think that'll be so much fun. I've got so many things coming up this year that I think you guys will be really excited for too, and this is like, my life right now is just mental. But yeah, so the thing I am most excited for is just, honestly, just everything. Like, everything. I'm excited to get back to uni and see my friends and do my degree, and just honestly, I'm just excited for my life in Nottingham. Just everything, all of it. I'm excited to be back, and that's it. I'm just excited for my life, really. I'm excited for what the future is holding for me. And with that, I'm going to round up today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you'd like a notification every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, then my handle is @ella.houghton. Follow me on there for all the most up-to-date information on what is going on in my life, and follow me on TikTok. My handle is @ella.houghton, and the last O is a 0. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!